Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of Alright, let's continue with Akane Road. So, last time we had the evaluation of our skill, and this time, I'm not sure what to expect, to be honest. I guess our first day as official member of Gaia, so let's see. As the clock strikes noon, Akane quickly returns to headquarters. It seems like she wasn't lying about being quite busy lately. So, a second, I need to fix something. Okay. I, on the other hand, have nothing to do. My phone suddenly rings while I'm doing push-ups to kill some time. Okay. Hello? It's Noji? I apprehensively answer the call. Oh. I mean, probably not a problem. Yes, I'll be happy to help with anything. I've finally been given something to do, manual labor too. This will be my first step to getting used to this organization. Okay. So what you are carrying? The town is unusually busy today. There's shopping stands and pavilions all over the place. The world has changed while I've been shut in that room. I get into Miss Tsukuno's car. It impresses me every day. I thought you were the one of the organizers. Okay. Jesus! I wouldn't know. A group of women most likely belonging to the Martel group is waiting for us at our destination. Miss Tsukuno introduced me to them. Most of them are elderly. All of them introduced themselves as the senior group members. Okay. A mountain of huge bags looms in front of the entrance. You want me to carry those inside? I'll beat on in a heartbeat. Leave everything to me. Then Miss Tsukuno whispers something in my ear. Oh? Okay, so do not tell anyone that you are a Gaia member, basically. And do not give up your powers. You can, like, fake your strength. On the other hand, Chihaya is not faking her strength. She's just, like, walking around with a fridge on her shoulder. We remember how we were like, fix it, like, I don't know, it was a junkyard or something, I don't remember exactly, but like, she basically just took out a fridge and just walked with it. Yeah. And no one cares. So yeah, just don't use your power of Aurora, but you can just effortlessly take it, I guess. Okay. Right, the group's members aren't necessarily summoners. They have members that have been briefed on the secrets and members who generally joined them for environmental causes. I decided to go with the 2-man power for now. Okay. I finished everything without taking too long. It was easy. The eyes of the woman almost popped out of the sockets when I thoughtlessly lifted the fridge all by myself. I was talking about Chihaya and fridges. Oh my god, good job, Kotaro. It wouldn't have been such a big deal if it was empty, but it had all the plants stored inside. I ended up ambushed by questions from the middle-aged woman. From that, I learned that Akane is actually pretty famous. The Holy Woman is basically the symbol and the voice of the group. And her servants are basically her reserve army. It's only natural for the teenage girls in that position to get pampered. Substitute speech.
昔は人前でほとんど喋ることができなかったっていうから朝食のシーン
Oh. This is very similar to the girl that cannot speak, right? Interesting, so Akane was unable to speak as well in the beginning. Maybe they are actually family.
聖女会って名
Interesting.
しようって話、あれ本当なのかしら。
やっぱりあれでしょ、宗教と間違えられるから。
Yeah, you are kinda cool.
別にいいじゃないね。神経質すぎるわ。
聖女会の名称変更。断固
連帯する？活動しちゃう？ピケなら任せてよ。学生時代はピケットの怪物と呼ばれたのよ。英語で言うなら。
Beast of
やっ
Protoss.
ぱりさくら様が亡くなったら、本当そういう話になるのか。
Well, Akane will take over probably.
ご容体、だいぶ悪いそうじゃない？
それはお月の天王寺さんがご存知かもよ。
At least like officially it should be Akane that takes over because she's like directly a servant under her. But in reality, who knows what the other executives will do, you know? Like in that like line of like inheritance, this is like very easy to be absorbed, I think. It depends how much real power like the main branch, the core, is actually having.
どうなの天王寺さん。さくら様のご容体。
I never saw her. Huh? I've been having trouble keeping up with her lightning fast conversation. All their eyes are drilling into me. This lady Sakura you're talking about is a current holy woman, right?
あらやだ、あなた知らないの？
それはいけてない。
クズメンね。
手伝ってあげないとダメよ。
Support?
そうよ、茜さん一人で受け持ってるんでしょ。あなたいい人なんだから。
結婚してからの予行練習と思いなさいよ。
What? Wait, what? What punish? Haha, ha. Elderly women are too energetic. Elderly women are too energetic for me to keep up with. To be honest, I haven't exactly been told about those things yet.
そうだったわね。聖女様のお世話ってしもべの役目だものね。
でもお体が弱っているのに入院もされないで。
専門の医療スタッフがついてるんでしょ。平気よ。
でもかなりのお年なのよ。平気ってことはないわ。もう公園にお顔を見せなくなって何年？
さくら様が患ってから茜さんが立派になった。おぼし飯なのよきっと。
She hasn't shown herself in the public. Is she even alive? What if like everyone just claimed she's alive but she's gone already? Huh.
実はもうとっくに亡くなってたりして。
Yeah, I just said that. Oh, quit it already. I wouldn't believe that. It's impossible. No way. The elderly woman continued the conversation despite voicing countless objections. This all feels like a bunch of jungle sound effects to me at this point. Kashima Sakura. It looks like she possesses enough charisma to dazzle those women at least. I can finally relax once we resume working. The break felt more tiring than the work, honestly. A young man like myself doesn't need rest anyway. The sky is tingling orange by the time I finish my task.
収穫祭の景品だってよ。来てみるか?
A young couple is having fun observing the prize lineup while I'm sweating from manual labor over there. I want to go on a date too. Festivals don't happen every day, but Akane looks extra busy these days. And we know that they plan something for the Harvest Festival. So this is going to be the first time when we're actually going to be in the center of the things that they planned for the Harvest Festival, whatever the things will be. Like unleash the summons to cause panic, and then they go to the forest for the key. Also, this is very early in the game, to be honest. This is already Harvest Festival. And Gaia probably already knows where the key is, or like have like approximately knowing that's in the forest. As I start thinking about at least getting her a present though. Speaking about key, god damn it! Okay, what are you doing here? Wait, what? Okay, that was unexpected. What? Hi. What the hell? There she is, right in front of me, hazy like a mirage. I can tell if she's standing close or far away. My sense of distance is all over the place. It's true, she's mixed in with the moving crowd, but it's not just a coincidence that I was instantly aware of her presence. She stands out way too much. It's obvious an aberration merely taking the shape of the person. And she isn't a ghost either. Nothing that familiar at all. An alien presence is unique, absolutely impossible to replicate. I don't know why, but it shocks me to my core. My body tenses up, unable to move an inch. The crowd increases, eventually blocking the line of sight between the two of us. I can finally force my feet to move forward. I push into an unusually thick crowd for November, making my way to the root of my anxiety. Oh? I didn't bump into anyone. I'm running at my full capacity. I dash through the small gaps between people like thread through a needle. That I must reach the spot faster than anyone else. Yet, she's not here. The girl has vanished without the trace. Also, Gaia still don't know that he can see a key actually, right? On the other hand, it seems like seeing key is rare for guardians, but in case of summoners, since they have most of them have aptitude for summons, they can see her regardless. If I'm correct, right? I never thought about this, but so summoners can always see the key, right? I think. I'm not sure, but you can tell me in the comments. The girl has vanished without trace. I call Akane, but she doesn't answer, so I write her an email instead. Meet me in the headquarters, cafeteria at 19. That's the bare bones reply I receive in return. Okay. I come a bit early and find Akane surrounded by a bunch of people. Okay. So is it like... Oh, this is the headquarters, so all of these are the Gaia members actually. Okay. Jesus, Akane, from this angle... This just makes you... God damn! Holy shit. Damn. That's a distraction. This is on par with Lucia. Actually, yeah, almost. It's like second. Searching for the noble endeavors, okay. So she's like a public figure, basically. I mean, of course, because she's a servant of the Holy Woman and stuff. But she's more like, I don't know. I don't know how to call this. It's like, you know, you have idols having meeting with her fans after some performance. It's like she's making a good PR, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, it is pretty much like that, yeah. Jesus. I didn't see that coming out anytime soon. That surely proves how special the existence of the Holy Woman is to the Martel group. And the place is now packed because of the Harvest Festival too, which has led to this commotion. Akane is wearing a polite smile on her lips. Yeah, I've never seen her make that face in front of us. Well, that's her public face. She looks innocently overwhelmed, like the girl her age would be in the situation. There isn't a hint of her usual arrogance in her demeanor. I'd probably get yelled at if I just said it out loud, but she looks really cute. She does. I take a seat further away and wait for the crowd to thin out. 10 minutes passed, but the situation has showed no signs of improving. New people are showing up after one after another. Word is probably spreading, thanks to the people leaving. I spot a few guys joining the line again after already shaking her hand once. I can't watch this anymore. Do your job as the bodyguard. Hello, excuse me, I'm her manager. Let me handle this. Yeah. After 30 minutes...
ちら茜様握手会の列となります。
Okay.
整理券を配布しています。
写真撮影や長話はご遠慮願います。
What?
混雑緩和にご協力願います。整理券をお持ちのままお帰りいただいた方は次回握手会にて優先的に対応いたします。
Okay.
混雑緩和のため茜様の元にたどり着かない外れ列がございます。
チケット高く買います。
What is happening?
何なのよこれは。
Order.
誰がイベントを盛り上げると言ったか。
I figured this would be the quickest way to end it. Okay. After under 30 minutes. That last fun finally leaves. Good work.
場所の指定をミスったわ。
Yeah, apparently.
移動しましょう。部室で聞くわ。
Yeah. Akane picks up the 2 lunch boxes in the cafeteria and hands them to me. Yeah, this is going to be insane. They don't know that Kotaro knows about the key. Like, they saw... I wonder, like, if actually Gaia, like, saw the key in the forest. Because we know that Kotaro's seen her. Like, in the air, basically. Right? Like, floating or something. I wonder if, like, they actually could see her too. Or not. Never thought about this. Then we use the private subway to relocate to the club room. Okay, I'll make some tea. Akane lowers herself into the usual throne, slouching against the brackless. She massages her eyes. Why don't you work from here? Yeah. Those people were totally all over you.
個人に対するものじゃなく、聖女に対する敬意よ。それに収穫祭で市外から大勢の人が手伝いに来ていること。毎日こうだと食堂はちょっと使えない。
Okay. Want me to be your delivery guy? You are real cute getting all embarrassed there. I kinda pinches my nose and turns it like a toilet lever. This hurts a lot more than I expected. Not merely higher abs, but superiors, huh? Wow, Roger. I got on the job. Yeah, about that. That might be a shock to you. That we actually get to know this. I kinda slouches over her lunchbox, opening it. Do you remember the ghost thing that I originally came to you for? You don't remember it at all. I'm thinking about the time you gave me the Shikigami. Oh yeah, okay. I spotted it in town today. Akane doesn't sound impressed. And then I remembered when that dragon thing happened. Huh? Okay, so it was yours. Yep. Wow, really? I forgot to tell you, but this ghost thing was there too. No, I'm pretty sure that didn't belong to Guardian. It was more like ghost-like. No. But from the air about it, I felt it was more like a familiar than anything else. Yep. I kind of instances up. Are there any human-shaped familiars? Well, yeah, 2 actually. Like, one is the key, as we all know, and the second is Sakuya. Okay. Yeah, but the druids have. That's also interesting. Okay. No, she's definitely felt more alive. Yeah. Yeah, about our age too, from the looks of it. She had ribbons tied around her wrists, not sure what the point of them was, but they were kind of floating in the air around her. Didn't look very natural to me. Akane's expression grows more and more stern.
だけど一個体に関心を示すなんてこと
Yeah,
が
because we have part of her power. And kinda gives me a long hard
こ
look.
こだろう。お前が見ているその少女、他の人間には
I don't think so. I had the impression that I was the only one. And I don't think I can see her all the time either. At times she just disappears. It might depend on my condition in some way.
魔物の中には相手の認識をかき乱す目には入っても意識できないということよ。
Like the one ring to rule them all, huh?
魔物
Wow, really? Reference to Lord of the Rings?
人間に見えにくい性質があって、その属性を色濃く持った個体が生まれることがあるのよ。
You were saying that girl was a
お
familiar.
前は狩猟者よ。狩猟本能を拡大して発揮し、
Okay.
狩りをする上で獲物を発見することは、常人の中にも強い眼力を持った者がいるというわ。お前がそう
So I was wrong? I thought like Gaia exactly know where, like, they can see key just like that. Because they have aptitude for summons. Seems like that's not the case. So how do they even detect her? Or find her? I guess like some of them also have the eyes. Ability to see. I guess it's the same as with Guardian. Yeah, sure, why not? I don't know if that's my sight is all that special though. At most I have the equivalent of built-in binoculars and night vision goggles, but nothing beyond that.
不安定ながらお前には眼力があると考えるのが妥当ね。
Surely a familiar, then who's her master?
小太郎、仕事を頼め。
Sure, I was gonna think.
その少女を確保してほしいの。
Uh-huh, yep, there we go. Yeah, we need her. Yeah. The exorcist of Peace of the Ghosts always end up dying in really nasty ways in all the movies I've seen.
安心なさい。その少女が怨霊ではない確率は 75% 以上で。
Okay. Looks like a wide margin of error from where I stand. But sorry, but no can do. Ghost extermination is one thing that's out of my jurisdiction.
私のために働いてくれる。
Okay, I'm standing all alone in school at night. In the end, she got worked up that I had no choice but to take on the job to appease her. Okay.
お前が見た少女はおそらく鍵と呼ばれる超自然の
Okay.
存在。
So she told him actually. She's a key.
魔物は人間によって生み出される。けど鍵だけは違う。鍵は大地から自然に生まれてくる存在。
You mean she's like a vegetable?
そうね。人間の意志を介在せずに。
I'm not sure I understand.
その話は長くなるの。おいおいしてあげるわ。ただ私たちガイアにとって鍵が崇拝の対象であることだけは知って。けど彼らにとっては逆に討伐の対象となる。
Guardian, you mean?
もし鍵が市内をさまよっているならすぐにでも確保しなくては。彼らに発見される前に秘密裏にことを運ぶ必要があるの。お前一人で動いてほしいの。
Okay, got it. Okay. So we're just going to randomly walk around the town and try to find her? I guess that's all we can do. That's basically how it went down. Fine, I can handle this. At some point near the Harvest Festival, Kotori should be able to take the key behind the barrier, if I remember, right? But the key can pass the barrier, actually. Oh no, she cannot. She could only pass the barrier because the circle was broken. That's why she was able to pass, I think. Right? Or she was the one who broke the barrier. I don't remember. I bravely stride down the dark street. After 3 hours. Nothing. I couldn't find her.
素人探偵だから仕方ないことだけど。
Yeah, I was just randomly walking around the town. I've started to feel sleepy, so can I call it a day already?
いいけど、冷静に考えるといささか、いやかなり無理があるかもしれない。
You're the one who pretty much kicked me outside.
明日からは人手も割くし、いろいろ便宜も図ってあげるわ。
Okay. You're planning on continuing this?
もちの論、眼力を持っているのはお前だけなのだから。
Oh. So... Okay, so Gaia cannot actually see her at all. So I was wrong. So only like some members of Guardians, because they're hunters, can see her. But Gaia is pretty much helpless. How the hell did you manage to find her? I guess you can sense her, like, familiar vibes or something? How did you even find her? The hell? I've got no experience leading a team.
ならこの機会に覚えなさい。いずれ必要になることでしょ。
I don't think I'm fit for leadership. I mean, I ran your ass into the ground after all. Also, at the end, like, actually Akane could see the key, I think, right? In, like, Chihaya Road. So maybe if the key decide, oh, you can see me, then you can see her. Regardless if you have ability or not.
崩壊は必然だったと思うわよ。
Well, admit, I do lack in charisma.
そういう意味ではないのよ。それに私だって聖女のしもべでなければ誰も慕ってなどくれないわ。
Are you tired, Akane?
そう？
Pretty much, yeah. Your quality as the woman is going down at a rapid pace. Well, you do seem busy lately.
この時期に忙しくなかったら逆にやばいわよ。
Wow.
そうだわ。魔物を試してみまし
Oh
ょう。
yeah! Huh? When?
今これからに決まってるじゃない。
I want to- yes, I want this! I'm very curious.
トンマ。
Yeah, thanks. Are we going to have Kotaro little summon? That kinda brings me to the underground room. What is he going to summon, like a bird or something? It's pretty spacious, but there's almost no furniture, an empty, lonely area. Like, birds are like pretty simple, I think, right? Like, they require very little life force. Even like Akane, who have like a very like kind of bad aptitude for summoning, I guess, right? She could pull it off, so I think like this is what we are going to try. Headquarters has the vast underground complex under it, and this is the part of that. It's dark here.
魔物を生み出すにはこの方がいいのよ。
Okay.
目に見えるものを曖昧にすることで観測力が弱まり、命の定義がその現実と異界の淡いに魔物が存在する余地がいいこと。鍵というのは魔物の原型の不安定である代わりに望む形にこね上げることができる生命未満の命、それが魔物。私たちは遠い昔この技を鍵から盗み取ったの。
Okay. So that's why you think she's special.
鍵をめぐって私たちは殺し合いの歴史を積み重ねてきた。
Great. That sounds lovely.
収穫祭もね、もともと鍵の降臨を祝う祭りだったの。
Huh.
鍵には放浪と奇想の本能が備わっていてね、生まれてから何十年も世界を歩き回り、時が来ると故郷に戻る。
Huh. Okay, that's new info actually. Sounds like a Solomon.
この時期、ガーディアンが祭りに乗じて人材を送り込んでくるのは、その鮭を狙ってのことよ。
Okay, so it's pretty much known fact that the key is going to be somewhere near the Harvest Festival in Kazamatsuri in this certain period of time, because otherwise, like, they cannot find her. So actually, sighting of the key, like in like UK or something, when we had previous road, that was actually real, probably. Like she was just wandering around the world, and then she came back to the Harvest Festival. Huh.
鍵には変革をもたらす力が秘められている。
Yeah. You mentioned that familiars are pretty much the physical manifestation of people's cravings or whatnot. Also, you're still avoiding the answer, like, to be like more specific, what does that mean, change the word? I don't think like Kotaro catch up that this means just die.
そう。 でも魔物は不完全で弱い。けれど始祖たる鍵は別だわ。隠しても仕方がないから言うけど、この文明社会を滅ぼしかねない力なの。
How exactly?
爆弾のようなものと考え、核兵器よりも何十倍も強く、星を一掃するほどの。
The key can explode.
違うけど、今はその理解でいいわ。ガーディアンは鍵を抹殺することで、そのリスクを回避しようとしているの。
Yeah, that sounds like a very good idea by the very good guys. Right, and that's why they label themselves as the defenders of mankind. It's true that we should do our best to minimize such a danger to our society, but...
鍵とて何の理由もなく人を滅ぼしたりはしないの。
Uh-huh.
身勝手な論理でこの尊い存在を殺めることは罪だわ。
Okay, that's your perspective. Okay, yeah, I know you are worshipping her, basically. Are you sure I'm nodding over my head? I suddenly feel a weight of responsibility crushing my shoulders. Shouldn't you put all of Gaia forces on this or something?
できたら秘密裏に抑えたいの。須崎たちに知られないように。
Interesting. I mean, yeah, they're probably of different branches. Oh, that guy. I knew they were on opposing
あ
sides.
れはガイア主義者ではあるけれど、歪んだ野心。
Yeah.
ガーディアンと同じ鍵を独占しようとしている。
I want to use her as the weapon. So, pretty much like with Guardian. Like, some of Guardians also would like to use her as a weapon, probably.
鍵は人の振る舞いを見ているの。監視者なのよ。
Yep.
本来、人は日頃の行いによって滅びを免れるべきなの。鍵は兵器でも最悪でもない。星の意志。そうなのよ。
And that's why you want shelter and protected.
そうよ。でも私は今、須崎の監視下、聖女の意向も今や過去のもの。使える手駒が少ない。
Okay.
いるにはいるけれど、須崎によって厳重に監視されていて、お前は注目を集めずに使える数少ない人間というわけ。
I see.
鍵を目視できるお前は最適のスタッフだわ。もし魔物が使えるなら仕事の助けになるはずよ。
I understand. Tell me how it works. Also, I wonder if like Familiar can actually see what he sees. Like, does Familiar going to have his eyesight or not? Like, would he be able to see the key through the Familiar? I'm very curious how it's going to work. This is actually cool. Didn't thought about that ever. That he may like try to summon something. I kinda notes and makes her way to stand in the center of the room. She strokes its surface. Yep, there's the bird. Magic circle appears, waving like the sea. And like a fish jumping, a bird flies out of it. The colorful beast gracefully hovers above us before landing on Akan's shoulder. That's your familiar, right?
物緑という魔物よ。
Yep. Doesn't look different from the normal bird.
素材に実際の鳥の骨格を用いているからでしょうね。
Okay.
モチーフの大半は葉やつるよ。手
Oh,
だけは視力に優れた猛禽類のものを利用しているけれど。
that's very similar technique to what the druid's doing, right? Druid's also using like leaves, vines. They also use corpses. I mean, summoners cannot use corpses, as she said before. Druids can, but they can build also from like nature things. Okay. The familiar mechanically turns its neck and stares at me. It makes no needless movements. I can feel no life from it. It's inert like a robot. I suppose that's how all familiars are, more or less.
行為は大きく喪失と契約に分かれる。生み出す行為と魔物を使うことは別なの。だか
Okay.
ら誰かが喪失した魔物を他の魔物使いが刺激する。
Oh! That is very interesting info. Have we knew this before? I don't think so. Huh.
実
Huh.
際には個体差や相性の問題もあって 自分の作ったものを使うの。
The bird flaps its wings and circles around the room. It doesn't look any different from the regular bird from a distance. Suddenly, it dives back into the magic circle, disappearing, just like it appeared. What's the physics of them appearing out of nowhere and then disappearing again?
一番突拍子もない話になると思う。石の町から呼び出しているのよ。
City of Stone. Yeah, we've been there. What's that?
お前の言うところの異次元
Yep.
空間みたいな。
Oh, could it be the place I got lost in before?
多分ね。風祭り師から漏出した命の力がわだかまった領域。
Extract from Kuzumatsuri. Okay.
都市サイズの魔物みたいなものね。
Hmm.
風祭り師を複写する性質があるの。もちろんインフラは通っていないけれど、今でも
Uh-huh.
魔物たちの牧場として利用されている。
Familiar farm.
あ
Okay.
る種の手順によって働きかければ、石の町に魔物を吐き出してもらえる。
Can you do that to humans too?
不安定だけどね。
Huh. So you can summon people actually. Interesting.
向こう側に神隠しが起こることも多いわ。そこは機械のように正確。
Those urban legends weren't a lie after all, everyone.
誰？
To my UFO and cryptid hunting
ち
comrades.
なみに、風祭り師の外では換気術は使えないわよ。
Oh, okay.
他の土地では魔物は物理的に運用するし、
Oh.
素材によっては腐敗も起こるから。冷蔵庫に保存するのは
That's not that convenient as I thought then. Are you kidding me? This pocket monster sounds like a pain in the ass. It doesn't sound as fun anymore.
どうだっていいのよ、話を戻すけど、お前は既存の魔物との契約から試してもらうわ。
Okay, if you can contract already
そ
created.
れで動かせるようなら、相性の良い個体を見繕ってあげる。
Okay,
始めてちょうだい。
so let's try to contract if we can like actually move something, and then we're going to contract with something that we want. The room glows even darker at a kind of signal. It kind of feels like a movie theater before the screen lights up. The door opens, Miss Tsukuna enters. She places something on the stand in the center. Is that the doll? Miss Tsukuna gives us a small bow before leaving.
よく見えるのね。
I can manage as long as there's some light.
よく見ておくこと。
Oh, wow. Okay. So we have like a little frog. Huh. That's how we started the summoning? I mean, pretty similar to druids as well, but druids using like corpses and stuff, I guess. And they just like build like artificial thing that looks like a like an animal. I like Akane CGs so far, like in general, like they're like very mysterious, like, and like you can see the aura basically. She's like aura farming during like this sequences of like, you know, being a Gaia member, holy woman, and like summoning stuff and everything. Like their CGs are so intense in this regard. There's no solemn ritual, nor an overbearing chant, nor special tools. Akane just strokes the surface of the doll with both of her hands. It doesn't look like anything special. She's merely trying to confirm the doll's shape without relying on her eyes.
指の感覚を通して対象の中に埋没する感覚を探すの。魔物を扱う資質があれば必ず見つけられるはずよ。
Okay.
ほら、通った。
Huh?
つながりを持ったわ。契約が成立したのよ。
The doll doesn't look any different to me, but I kinda said it happened. I stared at the thing with expectant
いわば
eyes.
神経が通った状態ね。でも、これだけでは魔物は動かない。魔物の側に動くための食事もしないし、生きるための臓器もない。魔物は自力では動けない。
Yep.
だから自分の命を少し注ぐ。
I gulp and continue staring. Eventually it happens. It moved. It's moving. The doll stands up. I've seen familiars multiple times, but this startles me. Akane didn't even move her hands. The doll is completely separate being from her. It begins instantly walking on the stand. Its movements are like a poorly made wind-up toy. Oh, careful! It probably has no real intelligence. It only walks forward until it reaches the edge and falls. I reach out and catch it the last second. It's still moving. The doll's struggling in my grip. I put it back on the stand. The doll stands back and begins walking again. Is walking the only thing it can do?
練習用の魔物だし。
Oh, okay. The doll suddenly stops around the center of the platform, falling over. Did it die?
契約を切って動けなくなっただけよ。
Okay. You're sweating press. Wow, she really have no aptitude for this. Holy crap. I mean, she have aptitude, but she's very weak summoner. This thing was just for a training. And this took a toll on her. Holy crap.
魔物を使うにはいくらかの命を使うの。それが私は魔物を扱うのが得意ではないし、睡眠不足でね。
Are you okay?
今夜は眠れる。それより小太郎、契約を試してみて。
Okay. Akane points at the doll. With this thing?
触れてみなさい。適性があるか調べましょう。
Like this? I touched it like Akane did moments
何
before.
か感じない？つながる感覚のような。
Huh.
ただの人形に触れているのと異なる感覚が少しでもあったら、そこに意識を向けて。視覚は邪魔になるから、見えるなら閉じておいた方がいいわ。
Okay. I do as she says. After a while, I feel something like electric jolts travel between me and the doll. The sensation of having your hair stand on the end. Oh, I feel something. Is this it?
指先を動かすように、その感覚を操れるか。
Like my fingers. As I focus, the odd sensation seems to collect in a single spot until it takes the shape of a rope. It's like binding me to the doll together. Cool, I did it. I understand the moment it happens. A connection between myself and the doll. Our lives had been tied together, like an embryo to its mother's womb. The doll and I share the same life. Okay, stand. Also, the doll and I share the same life. He just understood the, like, main thing about the familiars right here. Like, familiar get hurt, you get hurt. The doll twitches. It uses both of its hands to rise itself up. I don't think Kotaro's realized this yet, like this connection, but he will get to know this sooner or later. Maybe Akane is going to like allow it to fall down basically to Familia to get hurt, so he can actually experience firsthand how it works. That would be the best representation, I guess, for him. It uses both his hands to rise itself up. Okay, now walk. It begins awkwardly wobbling forward like a person with skis. I did it!
そうはしていたけど、驚きだわ。
Okay. Ah, so we're good at that, huh? Akane's voice doesn't seem to even reach me. I'm too taken by this new sensation while experimenting with the doll. Unfortunately, I can't control it too well. I could probably make it kick a ping pong ball or something, but there's no way I will be able to make it hold a pen and write something down. I tell Akane how I'm feeling.
なら、小太郎の魔物使い適性は C プラスってところね。
Okay.
私が B マイナスだから、どっこいどっこいね。
Huh. Okay. Interesting stats. I thought you were the one of the top voices of the organization. It doesn't mean that she's the best summoner.
先代のカリスマが高すぎる能力を持っていたのよ。私には真似できないわ。でも私には親の七光的にみんなを引きつけることができるわ。
I'm glad you find joy in something that's sad.
仕方ないわ。こればかりは資質次第だもの。
So how powerful was your predecessor exactly?
一人で大型魔物を操ることもできたと聞いているけど。
Damn. Like the thing we saw in the forest the other day?
リーフドラゴンのことなら 体重25キロほどしかないか
Yeah,
ら、
yeah.
猟犬より軽いわよ。
But we know that someone in Gaia is able to control basically a T-Rex. We saw this thing at the end of Kotori Road. Who is summoning this thing? Is it that light?
既存の生物をほとんど参照せず、ゼロから設計され、
Yeah.
ただ軽いからといって扱いやすいわけでは、魔物使いの世界でも空軍のパイロットになるのは大変なのよ。
True. I guess it would be impossible for me.
私が鳥を飛ばせるまでに何年もかかってるから、きっと無理ね。
I kinda sneakers.
人形を操ってみてどう？疲労はある？
I don't think so.
どうやら生命力ではお前の圧勝のようね。猟犬くらいのサイズになってくると疲労は顕著になってくると思うけど。
Akane's probably talking about those black dogs. In any case, I understand that binding your life is called a contract or whatever. I guess using something instead of making it from scratch is far easier in the familiar world as well. I can make a phone, but I'm pro when it comes to using one. And familiars are hardly different. Huh. I make the doll do a backflip while I'm listening to Akane. I could only get it to land on its head before, but I finally got it. This is obviously a skill that needs some training to become usable.
遊びながらでいいから聞きなさい。
Sure.
鍵の保護についてなのだ。原則として鍵は自分からは
Yeah.
人を襲わない。けど攻撃をすれば反撃されるということが報告されている。
We know it does not want to be touched. Like the only time when Kotaro was in touch with her was in the Kotori Road, basically. And yeah, she always flipped his hands and stuff with the ribbon. There were some times when she allowed him to touch her, but I don't remember what exactly was the circumstance there.
決して攻撃は仕掛けないよ。
That's like defending itself, like automatically. But there were like times when like he could approach her. I think scaring people's senses should count as the attack. How am I supposed to get her if for you if we can't communicate?
古い記録によると神として祀るのが一般的ね。
Of course. Of course, that's the most efficient way for you. I don't think that's the case, but sure.
楽しそうにしてると寄ってくることがあるらしいわ。
Uh-huh. Okay, if you're doing something fun, okay, sure. This key thing is pretty strong, huh?
そうね。決して弱いものではない。けど実際のところ、鍵はガーディアンによって
Yep.
何度も狩られている。鍵は人の姿をしていても人ではないわ。高度な絡め手には対抗できないでしょうね。
Huh. So we are done for if they find her. I mean, you are done for if they don't find her as well. I mean, if they find her, well, life just keeps going. We are more screwed if they don't find her, actually. Jesus. Like, Gaia just... I don't get this. Like, why? But from what you said, it sounds like it would be dangerous to get her to come with us by force.
敵意がなければ反撃は受けないはず。でも保証の限りではないわね。でも鍵は小太郎に執着しているようだから、うまく導いてほしいの。
Why me?
わからない。こんなことは無茶ぶりで悪いわね。
Ah, no. I'm glad to be useful for something. The doll waves at Akane. Nice. Akane smiles gently. She looks plenty cute when she relaxes too. But
何？
now it's just... You look kinda pale.
やだ。そんなに見えるの？ヘイチャラよ。こんなの。
Uh-huh,
そ
sure.
れより鍵よ。大事なことだわ。誰にも見つからずに。
Going to pass out. So now Akane staggers and collapses, yep. I catch her before she can hit the ground. Her clothes are drenched with a cold sweat.
大丈夫。ただの貧血。
Really? Your body feels kind of cold? I will call Miss Tsukuno.
いらないわ。少し休めば。
But...
つくのは騒ぎすぎるの。いつまでも保護者気取りなんだから。大事な時期に倒れたなんて騒がれたら 今後がいろいろ大変になる。
Let's head back for today.
ダメよ。鍵の作戦を。
No, you can't do anything in this state. And she's asleep. Yeah. She's already asleep. Looks like she's been driving herself too hard after all. She's probably been working without sleep for the past few days. I could do something for her if she'd only show a bit of weakness in front of me, but I still haven't learned anything about her wounds. But there will come a day when I will know. Only then I will be able to support her in the truest sense of the word. That's probably what the phrase building a relationship means. For now, I don't mind continuing to move forward. I gaze at her innocent face in the darkness, a privilege permitted to my eyes alone. But for only a minute, before calling someone. Okay. Early next morning, Akane is going to wake up rested. So, we're going to see next morning in the next episode. So, seems like in this road, we are going to have not only rewrite ability to enhance ourselves, but we also will have the ability to summon things. That's actually very exciting. I'm very curious what kind of familiar like he will want to have, or if he even have a saying in this, you know, or if this is going to be just something that Akane will make and he's going to contract with whatever this is going to be. But I feel like Kotaro should like be able to tell like roughly what he wants to control or something, and Akane is going to like build basically this familiar and he's going to contract with it. But anyway, this is very interesting, like deep insight from the summoner perspective. So they work very similarly to druids actually. But this, unlike druids, like druids can work anywhere in the world because they basically use corpses or like plants, right? And summoners seems like they cannot really summon things outside of Kazamatsuri. This is a big restriction. On the other hand, they can just summon them from the thin air, and druids cannot. Yeah, anyway, very interesting episode. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Click that like button if you liked the episode, subscribe for more, check my Discord, and become a member if you'd like to support me and see episodes earlier. Thank you once again, and from Pocket Watch, let's go out.